Yes. Girls, can you see the document?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Yeah. Now it is 4 o'clock, girls. How many of you joined now? You can see on top.
15, ma'am.
15. Okay. I'll start now. It is 4 o'clock. Anyway, by the time they join, I think I can repeat once again. Okay. So today's class is on lines again, girls. It is on shortest distance. So what I'm going to do now here is I'll just clearly explain what exactly shortest distance means. And you know, already we have seen these problems are very important, and I think about 90% of number of times, no, it is these problems were given for essays, and sometimes, no, they may be asked for short answers also. So anyway, these problems are very important. You will get either for short answers or for long answers in semester and examinations. And we have done enough revision on this. And let us now begin with the definition or the actual meaning of shortest distance between two lines. Okay, so now see, if you see this diagram, girls, there are two lines here, line L1, line L2. See, they are not parallel. You can make out that. Okay. See, parallel means the distance between those two lines is the same way. Whatever point you take on L1, whatever point you take on L2, you can say the distance is the same. They will never meet. They will never intersect. So here L1, L2 are two non-parallel lines and also non-intersecting lines. Now, the other day I told you, no, if they are not parallel, and if they are intersecting, they are coplanar. Okay, now here you are having non-intersecting non-parallel lines. Okay, such lines only will be given to you, girls. So here L1, L2, these two are not parallel and also not intersecting. So these two lines are called as skew lines. Okay, any two non-parallel non-intersecting lines are called as skew lines. So now you have two skew lines, L1 and L2, and you're going to find out the shortest distance between these two lines. What do you mean by shortest distance? The shortest distance between the lines L1, L2 is it is nothing but it lies along a line. How that line will meet both the lines L1, L2. For example, here PQ. I can say that PQ is the shortest distance between these two lines L1, L2, because this line PQ is intersecting L1 and intersecting L2 at right angles. Right angles means the angle between this line PQ and L1 is 90. The angle between this line PQ and L2 is 90 degrees. So the line PQ would be a line which is perpendicular to L1 and perpendicular to L2 if at all the distance PQ is the shortest distance. Okay, if at all you take that the distance between P and Q as the shortest distance, then what condition is to be satisfied? The line joining these 2 points PQ must be perpendicular to the line L1 and perpendicular to the line L2. You may not be able to draw correctly, but that's what it means to say. Okay, so a point on L1, a point on L2, if you join these 2 points, you get a line PQ, and that PQ is the equation of the line of shortest distance. And the distance between P and Q is called as the shortest distance only when the line PQ is perpendicular to the line L1 and line L2. Okay, so the shortest distance between the lines L1 L2 will be along the line PQ only when this line PQ is perpendicular to L1 and perpendicular to L2. Means this line PQ intersects the lines L1, L2 at right angles. Under these conditions only, you can say that the line PQ or the distance PQ would be the equation of the line of shortest distance or shortest distance between the lines L1 and L2. So remember the line of shortest distance. We call this PQ as the line of shortest distance. This line of shortest distance is perpendicular to the line L1 and perpendicular to the line L2. Then only PQ would be the shortest distance. The line PQ actually is perpendicular to L1 and L2, and then PQ would be the shortest distance. Remember, you may be having some doubt whether we can have any number of lines with that property. No, there will be only one line having intersecting L1 and L2 at right angles. That is why you will have only one shortest distance. Okay, and only one line of shortest distance. So there is only one line which intersects both the lines L1 and L2 at right angles, say at the point P and at the point Q. Now you see girls, let us take any other point on the line L1 and any other point on the line L2, say B. Okay, so how can you confirm that PQ is the shortest distance between the lines L1 and L2? Means the distance from P to Q is less than the distance from A to B. Okay, so when the distance PQ is less than distance AB, you can say that it is the shortest distance. Not only AB, any 2 points you take, one on line 1, one on line 2. So actually the projection of the line PQ is nothing but on AB itself. Okay, PQ is the projection of the line AB onto itself. That is why by projection formula, PQ distance is equal to the distance between AB and angle between PQ and AB. This is the notation for angle between PQ and AB. So because PQ is AB into something, and this angle is cos angle, so you can always say that PQ is less than AB. So now this is what actually you have to understand about the shortest distance, girls. See, you are finding out the shortest distance between the two skew lines, girls. Remember, skew lines means they are neither parallel nor intersecting. So actually for that you must have a line of shortest distance. Line of shortest distance is a line which is both perpendicular to both the lines L1 and L2. Okay, under those circumstances, if at all PQ is the line of shortest distance, PQ distance is the shortest distance. Okay, so whenever I write PQ means it is distance between P and Q, girls, and like this if I write PQ bar, it is line PQ. Remember, line PQ must write PQ bar, and if it is distance you can write only PQ. Okay, so now see, you have seen already the two different forms of lines. One is a symmetric form of a line, other one is unsymmetric form of a line. Okay, so in the shortest distance problem variety, you have three different models, girls. The very first model is like this. He will give you two lines both in symmetric form. Okay, this is the symmetric form of a line. See, this line is passing through the point 3, 8, 3, and it has DCs 3, -1, 1. Whereas second line is passing through the point -3, -7, 6, and it has DCs -3, 2, 4. So you have now two lines and both of them are in symmetric form. Now what is the question here? You have to find out the shortest distance between them and also the equation of the line of shortest distance. What I explained to you now, if at all PQ is the line of shortest distance, so you have to find out the equation of PQ and also length of PQ or distance from P to Q. So the question is to find out the distance between P and Q and also to find out the equation of the line joining these 2 points P and Q. Suppose he asks you only to find out the distance, that would be a short answer question. If he says to also find out the equation, it would become an essay question. Okay, so you will be given both the lines either in symmetric form, both the lines either in unsymmetric form, or the third variety is one line in the symmetric form, one line in the unsymmetric form. Today, you are going to learn how to find out the shortest distance between two lines when both the lines are in symmetric form. So you are not only finding out the shortest distance PQ, you are also finding out the equation of this line of shortest distance PQ. Okay, equation is different from the distance. So this problem has got two steps, girls. So you were given two lines, both the lines are in symmetric form. You are going to find out the distance between these two lines. Distance means shortest distance, and also the equation of the line of shortest distance. So let me first take the first line. First line, let us denote it by L1, and you equate all these ratios to R. Means x minus 3 by 3 is equal to R, y minus 8 by minus 1 is equal to R, z minus 3 by 1 is equal to R. So that when you cross multiply, you will get x minus 3 is equal to 3R, y minus 8 is equal to minus R, z minus 3 is equal to R, from which you get x is equal to 3R plus 3, y is equal to minus R plus 8, z is equal to R plus 3. So what did we do? I took a point on the line L1. So whose x coordinate is this much, y coordinate is this much, z coordinate is this one. So any point on line L1 is, we are taking it as P, whose x coordinate is 3R plus 3, y coordinate is minus R plus 8, z coordinate is R plus 3. Let us denote it by x1, y1, z1. See, to find out the shortest distance between two lines, you must get a point on L1. So now we found out a point on L1. Next step is like this. You have to find out a point Q on the line L2. So what I'm going to do now, first line, what did I do here? I took the line and equated to R, and from each identity I got x value, y value, z value, and that has given the point P. Now let me equate the second line to S. Okay, so again this line is equal to S, means like x plus 3 by minus 3 is S, y plus 7 by 2 is S, z minus 6 by 4 is S. So that if you cross multiply, you will get x plus 3 is equal to minus 3s, y plus 7 is equal to 2s, z minus 6 is equal to 4s, from which you get x value, y value, z value. So now you are ready with the point Q on the line L2, girls. Okay, so Q with x coordinate minus 3 minus s minus 3, y coordinate minus 2, 2s minus 7, z coordinate 4s plus 6. So now let us denote this by x2, y2, z2. So you have a point P on line L1 and a point Q on line L2. What did I say, girls? If at all PQ is the shortest distance, what did I say? The line PQ is perpendicular to L1 and perpendicular to L2. So you use the condition of perpendicularity. So PQ is perpendicular to L1 means the DRs of PQ you must find, DRs of L1 you must find, and the condition you use. Likewise, you use the condition of perpendicularity between the lines PQ and L2. So condition of perpendicular means you must know the DRs. So already you know DRs of L1, already you know DRs of L2. Now you have to find out the DRs of the line PQ. And what condition we are using here? PQ, if at all is to be the shortest distance, the line PQ must be at right angles, must be with perpendicular with the lines L1 and L2. So here see, once you have a line like this, I explained to you already that 3 minus 1, 1 are the DRs of line L1, and minus 3, 2, 4 are the DRs of the line L2. So here I write, what did I write here? Here I write DRs of L1 and DRs of L2. We need DRs of the line PQ. You know already P, it is a point on line L1, and you have here Q, it is a point on line L2. So now I took let shortest distance between the line L1 and L2 between the lines is PQ. Distance no PQ. So if at all PQ is the shortest distance, the line PQ must be perpendicular to L1 and PQ, line PQ is perpendicular to L2. See, whenever distance is, I'm putting only PQ girls. Whenever I'm writing PQ line means I'm putting bar over it. So once you say that PQ is the shortest distance between the lines L1 and L2, the line of shortest distance, namely PQ, must be perpendicular to both the lines L1 and L2. So here I'm using the condition for perpendicularity. So for that we need DRs of line PQ. I discussed already with you when I was discussing the lines, girls. When you know a line passing through 2 points, you can find out the DRs of that line. How will you find out the DRs of the line joining 2 points, girls? By writing difference of x coordinates, by writing difference of y coordinates, by writing difference of z coordinates. You have now line PQ, girls, where P is with x1, y1, z1. These are the coordinates of P, and Q is the line with the coordinates and x2, y2, z2. So you are now writing the DRs of the line PQ means x2 minus x1, difference of x coordinates, y2 minus y1, difference of y coordinates, z2 minus z1, difference of z coordinates. So here x2 I put, minus x1 I put. And then difference of y coordinates, y2 2s minus 7 I put, and y1 minus r plus 8 I put. And difference of z coordinates, z2 minus z1, z2 is 4s plus 6, z1 is r plus 3. Okay, this is how you can find out DRs of line passing through 2 points or joining 2 points, girls. So when you know P, when you know Q, and if it is the line PQ, you can write its DRs by this formula: difference of x coordinates, difference of y coordinates, difference of z coordinates. Okay, now I got DRs of PQ. What did I say here? PQ is perpendicular to L1. You know DRs of L1 and let them be L1, M1, N1. Now DRs of PQ, I name them as LMN. Because PQ bar is perpendicular to L1, you can say L into L1 plus M into M1 plus N into N1 is equal to 0. In a similar way, you know the DRs of the line L2. Let them be L2, M2, N2. And already we named the DRs of PQ are L, M, N. Because PQ is also perpendicular to L2, condition for perpendicularity is LL2 LL2 plus MM2 plus NN2 is equal to 0. Okay, so these two conditions are crucial here, girls, because PQ is the shortest distance. Line PQ is perpendicular to L1, line PQ is perpendicular to L2. This is the condition for perpendicularity. PQ is perpendicular to L1 means this is the condition. PQ is perpendicular to L2 means this is the condition. Okay, now L1, this is L, girls. I named it as L. This is M, this is N. So L1 is 3 plus M1 plus N1 is equal to 0. If you simplify, you'll get 11R plus 7S is equal to 0. Let it be equation 1. And another condition is PQ is perpendicular to L2. So L means this, girls. L2 means this one, minus 3. L2 plus this is M2. MM2 plus NN2 is equal to 0. Condition for perpendicularity. From if you simplify this, you get 7R plus 29S is equal to 0. Now equation 1, equation 2. These are two equations in two unknowns, R and S. You solve them. Solve them means you eliminate R, get S value, and then substitute. Okay, so like that. You can solve them. What you will get when you solve these two equations, you get R0, S0. Okay, here R is equal to 0, S is equal to 0. So once you put R value 0 in P, R value 0 in P, you get 3, 8, 3 as P. And also you got S0. When you put S0 in Q, you get Q as minus 3, minus 7, 6. Okay. So now you have here R value 0 means P becomes 383, and S value 0 means Q becomes -3 -7 6. So now you are able to find out a point P on line L1 and a point Q on line L2. Now you are coming close to the end of the problem, girls. What? That is to find out the distance between P and Q and to find out the equation of PQ. That's all. Distance from B line L1 L2 PQ gives you the shortest distance, and the equation of the line joining PQ will give you the equation of the line of shortest distance. So basically you have to find out a point on L1, a point on L2 to finish the problem. So you have now a point P on L1 and a point Q on L2. So shortest distance between the lines L1, L2, what we wrote here? We wrote here it is PQ. So PQ means distance between 2 points, x2 minus root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So P is x1 y1 z1, Q is x2 y2 z2. You substitute x1 x2 y1 y2 z1 z2 values and you will get root 270 as the shortest distance between the lines, which is PQ, distance between P and Q. Now, the last part of the problem. He asked you not only to find the shortest distance, he also asked you to find out the equation of the line of shortest distance. Okay, so equation of the line PQ. The other day I discussed with you in the revision also. Line joining 2 points, if you know, you can write the formula like this. Equation of the line joining the points PQ is given by this. X minus x1 by x2 minus x1 is equal to y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 is equal to z minus z1 by z2 minus z1. So you substitute x1, x2, x1 values and you will get the equation of the line PQ, which is the equation of the line of shortest distance. Once you draw the figure, girls, you will know what to do and how to proceed. So this is how you can find out the shortest distance between the two lines which are in the symmetric form, and also how to find out the equation of the line of shortest distance. Remember, when both the lines are in symmetric form, this is the procedure. What you have to do is find a point P on line L1, find a point Q on L2, and then you see that this, if at all PQ is the shortest distance, you use the condition that the line PQ is perpendicular to L1, the line PQ is perpendicular to L2, so that you get two conditions, means two equations. You solve them to get point P and point Q. Okay, so what you have to do is, first step, find a point P on line L1 and find a point Q on line L2, and then you take PQ as the shortest distance. Once PQ as the shortest distance, line PQ is perpendicular to L1, line PQ is perpendicular to L2, girls. Okay, so you use the condition for perpendicularity. Like PQ is perpendicular to L1 means this is the condition for which you need DRs of line PQ and DRs of line L1. And you know, DRs of line PQ means the difference of x coordinates, difference of y coordinates, difference of z coordinates, because you know P, you know Q. And DRs of line L1 means, as it is in the symmetric form, you know 3 minus 1, 1 are the DRs of line L1. Okay, and minus 3, 2, 4 are the DRs of the line L2. So once you know the meaning of the shortest distance, what you have to do is find a point on L1, find a point on L2, and then that point distance is the shortest distance, and so that the line joining them would be the line of shortest distance, and that line is perpendicular to the given lines. So use the condition of perpendicularity so that you will get two equations in two unknowns, solve them, and you will get R value, S value. Substituting R value in P, you get the point P, which is a point on the line L1. Substituting S value, you get a point Q, which is a point on the line L2. Okay, once you have the points PQ, the distance between them, use the distance formula, will get the shortest distance. And to get the equation of the line of shortest distance, use the equation of the line joining 2 points formula to get the equation of the line of shortest distance. Okay, so tomorrow, when today you start doing a problem on line, both the lines symmetric, girls, and by 10 o'clock o'clock tomorrow you have to upload. And now one more problem giving you homework. Here second problem is I gave you one line in the symmetric form, one line in the unsymmetric form. Okay, so here one line is in symmetric form, one line is unsymmetric form. Means what I'm suggesting to you is you please transform this line which is in unsymmetric form to symmetric form, so that both the lines would be in the symmetric form, and follow this procedure which I described to you and do the problem. Okay, and tomorrow what I'm going to do is, instead of transforming the unsymmetric form to symmetric form, I will give you another procedure, a method to find out the shortest distance between a line which is in the symmetric form, a line which is in the unsymmetric form. And one more problem also I'll do tomorrow, that is finding out the shortest distance between the two lines when both the lines are unsymmetric. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to cover two problems. One is I mean both the problems we will find out the shortest distance, but first case is one symmetric, one unsymmetric, second case both unsymmetric. But today what you have to do is, like I already discussed in the previous lecture, how to transform unsymmetric form to symmetric form. So if you transform this unsymmetric to symmetric, you will know that procedure. And then when both the lines are symmetric, just now I discussed how to find out the shortest distance. So this second problem covers two models. One is transforming this unsymmetric to symmetric. Other one is when both the lines are in symmetric, how to find out the shortest distance. So the same problem tomorrow I'm going to work out without transforming this line into symmetric form. Okay, so please do the homework. What homework I gave you today? You take two lines, any problem with two lines symmetric, find out the shortest distance and the equation of the line of the shortest distance, and you take any problem, not any problem, the same problem you do it, take this line symmetric and take the second line unsymmetric. First step is transform the unsymmetric to symmetric, so that both the lines will be symmetric, and then find out the shortest distance between them and equation of the line of shortest distance. Okay girls, thank you. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Please follow carefully the yes girls, please follow carefully the lesson girls without fail. I'm saying why? Because it will help you a lot, and I'm covering only the expected important questions. So many things are there to do. Let us first cover the important questions. Okay, as I said earlier, I'm going to do tomorrow problems on shortest distance, both unsymmetric, one symmetric, one unsymmetric. Okay, now the same lesson I'm recording, and I'll be sharing the video lecture with you girls. Okay, and see that I'll also send you the assignment document today. Please submit. If I say today only you have to submit, means you're not submitting. You can submit even late also, but see that all assignments you submit, because anytime government may take any action or any decision. If you submit, they may take into consideration for the result also. Please submit every assignment, see that it is properly submitted, and try to attend the classes. Only 15 are there today, and 15 means including me, so 14 only present. I don't know how many left in between. Okay, any doubts girls, today's lesson?
No, ma'am.
You can now see turn on your microphone to respond. If you have no doubts, we will finish. We will close the class. Any doubts, girls?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, Nana. Mahati, please take down how many are there. Right now there are 14, 15 including me.
Actually, there are 15, ma'am, excluding you.
Excluding
Sandhya
me?
Rani, 15 are there, ma'am. Sandhya has left.
Okay, I'll say in the beginning there were 16. Now at the end 15 I will say. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Nana. I'm closing now. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.